All my friends, today is Thursday. This afternoon, the temperature a little bit cold and presently just 16 Celsius degree. This is our workshop for the spring machine assembly workshop, and we are mid-sized CNC spring machine manufacturer in Dongguan, South China, and our factory about 75 kilometers to Guangzhou International Airport. Many clients come to our factory every month for bring along their samples to discuss about the cooperation to make a site view audit our factory, and then talking about possible cooperation about to give them the regular solution for springs, for wire forming products, and for special tailor-made wire bending, wire forming products for the material as like this, the long wire or the flat strip, rectangle, square. So our machine process handling the material as the metal wire, long wire, flat strip, rectangle, or square wire, and the metal material as carbon steel, stainless steel, aluminum, copper, bronze, and the different alloys using different special purpose. For every field of our daily life, we will touch the springs are widely used in every field of our life, as like the agriculture, the automobile, the cars, the industrial machinery, electric products, toys, test instruments, and medical devices. Every field of our life have a spring or spring part. So this is our factory assembly workshop. We are professional CNC spring machine manufacturer in Dongguan, South China. Okay, let me show you around. Firstly, let me turn on this machine for the heavy duty. This is machine with heavy duty for 3 to 8 millimeter. 3 to 8 millimeter. This machine using for making bending wire into springs and wire forming products for the agricultural purpose, for the industry, for automobile, for the cars using fields. I show you the whole set machine, including the 5 main system, the wire rotary, the wire feeding, control system, work panel, tools for regular tools or special tasks, wire forming tools, and the special task tools. So this machine consists of 5 main systems: wire feeding, wire rotary, work panel, operating system, and the tools. Firstly, let me show you around. Okay, firstly, let me show you around. This is our assembly workshop. This machine works at any time. If you have a sample, This goes for 3 to 8 millimeter for heavy duty spring machine. Take a closer look at my contact information. This is my contact information. I'm a Baker Export Sales Manager. We are CNC spring machine manufacturer. This is my contact information. And this machine, here's the work panel. The work panel consists of the manger, 8 centimeter, and in the mid have the holes for the wire moving out, mostly moving forward the wire, sometimes the backward. So this part of the manger and the 8 slides. Every slide the tool base steadily locked on the work panel. Here's fine adjustment for the accurate position. The layer, the tool holders, 4 high-wings linear guideway, 4 high-wing linear guideway, and the moving distance 18 centimeter. Moving distance 18 centimeter. This one 8 centimeter. In front of this, we call it the work panel, and this here's the tool holder. Extended as higher if the task is larger, which we can extend it as using the extended manger, extended coil for the bigger tasks. So totally 8 handle. Totally 8 handle to hold the tools in different shape. For example, this we call it the coiling finger to bending the wire in some special directions to bend the wire at this direction or this direction. So its total consists of 8 handles, and also with the here's a spinner. This machine mostly the first majority using in agriculture for the springtime, lake time. Agriculture harvester for springtime, for lake time. I'll show you the samples by this machine. So here's the sample made by this machine. This one, the agriculture springtime, lake time. Mostly by carbon steel. Wire diameter 4 to 10 millimeter. Carbon steel. And once it's made out, they go next for the surface treatment by black oxides. Carbon steel using in agricultural purpose. We made many deals for the buyer by this, for the buyers by this or similar machine for agriculture springtime, making agriculture springtime, lake time for the wire 4 to 10 millimeter, and this machine maximum for the 8 carbon steel. Springtime, lake time for different shape and different oval shape. So one machine, once of a full size of the machine, for example, the 6 millimeter, then goes for the wire feeding tools pair for 6 millimeter, and the tools pair for 6 millimeter. In the same wire size, we do not need to change the wire feeding tools just need to change the spring forming tools, while whole set tools including the wire feeding tools and the tusk forming tools. In the same size, just need to change the tusk forming tools. One whole set tools including the wire feeding tools and the tusk forming tools. The same size, different task. Just need to change the tusk forming tools. In front of the work panel, we call them the tusk forming tools. Here's the spinner, make a twist, make a spin in a concerning degrees. For example, the 80 degree or 180 degree, the 90 degree or 180 degrees. The more complicated task, we will edit more tools, more handle during this program. For example, presently just 1, 2, 3, 4, just 4 handle during this task. So each one at present a relative simple task. For this, the tent, the camp, ground nail, the tent, camp, ground stake, the tent, outdoor activities, the tent, the camp, ground stake. Also, this using for the pet, the dog, the cat, rope, nail, the cat, the pet, to fix the rope on a certain place. As well, this machine also in automobile industry to make like this, the exchange spring 6 millimeter carbon steel, 6 millimeter carbon steel. This one 6 millimeter carbon steel. Output rate about 7 to 10 pieces per minute. 7 to 10 pieces per minute. Also, this the using in children's trampoline exchange spring. Every trampoline have at least 16 pieces this exchange spring in every trampoline. This are similarly using as the landing wiper in a car. Landing wiper exchange springs for the wire 2.8 to 3 millimeter. Landing wiper exchange spring. Landing wiper exchange spring. And if this one by material stainless steel, we use it as the hammock spring, the hammock spring, the porch swing spring. Okay, my friend, this machine with this key parameter, key parts, I will further introduction for you. Firstly, we're using the Taiwan high wind linear guideway. Taiwan high wind linear guideway. And the coil, the manger, 8 centimeter. And the holes for different tasks. For example, presently 8 millimeter for the 8 millimeter bending the ground tent camp ground stake. The slide The slide, the rail, the tool holder fixed on the tool space, steady fixed on the work panel. And then the slide move distance, 18 centimeter, 18 centimeter. And every of the work panel, this is camera is 8 hand. Every hand 4.5 kilowatt. Every hand 4.5 kilowatt. Okay, every hand 4.5 kilowatt. And the feeding roller 8. 4 pair feeding roller. I show you along for this machine. This cabinet holding the wire rotary and the wire feeding. 4 pair feeding rollers. The feeding servo motor. 7 kilowatt. And the wire rotary for 5.5 kilowatt. Every hand 4.5 kilowatt. This heavy duty for agriculture, springtime, lake time is this machine is ready for go sampling at Sonist. As if you interested, you can send me your task, send me your sample pictures. We will go discuss, then reach an agreement, then go for sampling for you at Sonist coming. And meanwhile, this one in sampling, another one sampling for this presently for a task. The spinner and the tools cam base, one motor driven 8 handles. The crane, this the cam, this is the cam, and the presently for the task of the flat strip. And the operating system this operating system, presently 4 axes. This goes for maximum 4.5 millimeter for a wire, for a long wire, 4.5 millimeter. The cam base, this is the cam. By tightly touching, driving by the cam, then move it to push it forward or backward. The tools holder, the tools, the spinner. So this goes for the long wire, the flat strip, the rectangle, and the square wire. And the process, the material, mental material, steel, carbon steel, stainless steel, iron, copper, bronze, aluminum, and the different alloys. By the shape, majority, the first majority, the material shape, long wire, the second majority, flat strip, and the rectangle, square wires. So this machine, wire rotary spring forming machine with 5 main parts, main system. The work panel, the chassis, the operate interface, control system, and the cabinet, the chamber, holding, and the wire decoil, tools, and the molds. Running type. This is running type for the forming machine, spring forming machine. Okay, here's the one semi-products to be installed, mental parts and the system parts. This is a camless spring forming machine for the feeding wire 0.2 max to 2.5 millimeter. Okay, more ahead. And the list in the sampling for this one, setup sampling for the wire feeding wire length 0.3 to 1.6 millimeter in setup running 4. Okay, show you all the demonstrated running. Just stop the wire feeding. If I open the wire feeding, this can process these products. Processed to these products by the bending side and by coiling finger, this period by coiling finger, and we can also add the special equipment, make it a sharpening device at the ending stage. Here's a heavy-duty spring forming machine. We are professional CNC spring machine manufacturer. This is a one for so this machine, the key parts, the key parameters, you may interest the key parameters. Slide move distance 18 centimeter. This 4.5 kilowatt, 4.5 kilowatt, 4 pair high wind linear guideway, high wind linear guideway, and for big tasks we can extend it as longer, extend it the manual as longer, and list the spinner for a 90-degree turning or 180-degree or some specified turning for accurate angle. This program consists of maybe 40 steps. For more complicated, we will join more handles for the more complicated tasks. This machine consists of 5 main part system. The work panel, the traces holding. Here, we call the traces all the electric related part holding in this traces. The operate interface, and the cabinet holding the wire rotary and the wire feeding, and the whole set tools, including the wire feeding tools and the task forming tools. User field: agriculture, springtime, lake time. For a tent, camp, ground stick. For children's trampoline, extension spring. For dog, post, or pet, post, pet stick. Or for agriculture, springtime, lake time. Also, the similar and other similar using fields listed in agriculture, greenhouse, agriculture, creep, and the crab, snap. Also using in construction site. Using in similar the machine or similar one for the function in many field. This page using in greenhouse agriculture for the creep and the snap. So our machine handling for metal, wire, or flat strip, the material including the steel, carbon steel, stainless steel, iron, copper, bronze, and the different alloys. For the feeding wire in shape, circles, round wire, flat strip, rectangle, square, oval, or segment less than semicircle. Here's all the one with wire rotary for more complicated products. A lot of turning or twisted. For more complicated, we usually using the machine with wire rotary to save. To make it easier is set up in programming with the wire rotary. For complicated wire forming products. We are CNC spring machine manufacturer. This is our workshop for a spring forming machine. We running a business discuss, reach the order, learn. Go next, installing the machine, lead time, take 2 or 3 weeks. Then warm up, running 3 days. Go next, sampling, learn for the dispatch or for training. Once the client come to our factory, stay a couple of days for the free using training. We are middle-sized spring machine manufacturer. Over the 20 years, our machine had reached over 32 countries and regions. I reached over 32 countries and regions. Reached every big 5 continents for Europe, for Africa, for Oceania, Asia, and the Americas. Here's some example of the countries we have over 16 years for the overseas export business. Export over 16 years and reached over 32 countries and regions. For different models, different wire size, and different tasks. This is some of our examples. For example, the USA, our main market, Turkey, Thailand, India, Vietnam, and Mexico. Our main market, USA, our main market, Turkey, Thailand, India, Vietnam, and Mexico. Okay, my friend, here's a special customized series for the food processing industry, for the conveyor belt, for chocolate coating chain, for the wire mesh, for the chocolate enlobing, for bread roast, or for snacks, candies, conveyor belt, chocolate coating. Here's some of our machines for the different wire diameter. This telling 4 examples for feeding wire, mostly at 0.4 max to 4 millimeter. Take a closer look at the major variety of spiral wire mesh, over wire mesh, traditional conveyor belts, single loop or double loop at both edges, single loop edge, double loop edge. Take a closer look at the variety of the tasks. And here's show you 4 examples of the machine for different ability process the wire thickness as majority from 0.4 max to 4 millimeter. Here's telling the key parameter for a conveyor belt. We have export deals over 200 for different countries and regions as Turkey, Thailand, India, Mexico, Vietnam, and many other countries for the food processing, for the snack, for the candies, especially in chocolate-related products. The machine, here's the machine, different machines, and the main products. Here's telling the key specification parameters for a conveyor belt. We can change the tools, change the program to make different at different wide, different pitch, and a different distance between every lines. Here's another series also for the chocolate coating, chocolate enveloping. And this picture telling 5 sets in the same export lot. We get the order, take 2 or 3 weeks, install the machine, warm up running 3 days, then put on tools for sampling, record the video to the client for the final confirm. Or next, the clients will come to our factory for a free user training, and the training take 6 to 9 days. Here's the typical, this picture telling the main idea and about the basic knowledge for the single wire mesh, for the spiral wire mesh over standard and the conveyor belt at single loop edge or double loop edge. For the regular spring, the most majority is like this, exchanger springs, different wire size, exchanger spring. Many user fields are usually huge variety, divided into, according to the ends, divided into 3 big types by the loop, by hook, or by eyelet. Exchanger springs are widely used in every field of our daily life, for agriculture, for stationery, for toys, for electric appliances, for household using, every field. For example, the ballpoint pen have compression spring. Here have a compression spring. We have a machine make the ballpoint pen spring the ballpoint pen mostly by material carbon steel 0.3 millimeter. We have a machine make it at rate almost 300 pieces per minute for the ballpoint pen spring. And also like this, the segment less semicircle, segment less semicircle. We have a machine, the bending, this one stop, this one stop. the simplest haircut sizer. Here's our free ask question examples of free ask question from clients. We will explain some of them for you. For example, the question one is that one full tools including the wire fitting tools and the task forming tools. The same wire diameter, just need to change the task forming tools for different products. The same wire thickness, just need to change the task forming tools. Number three, we will provide all necessary assistance for the ordered machine for visa application for the training purpose. And our machine, number four, our machine for the operating system language, Chinese, English, we also do provide customized operating system language as Spanish, Portuguese, Russian, or Turkish. If you're interested, you can add my WhatsApp. I will send you the list file, PDF file, introducing catalog or commercial related rules of our habits. So this is the key points to reach a deal between you and me. We should get clear about your tasks and be clear at your target price and the time, priority, grade, or urgency level. We have over 16 years exports and had already reached our goods to over 32. Our machine had sold to over 32 countries and regions. We have the export permit with accept foreign currency in US dollar, euro, and overseas RMB. And our payment accept payment terms as TT and cash. Okay, so this is our factory. This is this machine for the heavy duty 3 to 8, using in many fields, mostly in agriculture, making the springtime, lake time for harvester for straw baler, lake time, lake teeth for agriculture, straw baler, harvester, and for also using for the automobile industry for like the accelerator spring, the brake spring for the wire 3 to 8 millimeter. This is my contact. I'm a bigger export sales manager. We are CNC spring machine manufacturer, over 20 years experience. Okay, my friend, if you are interested, please take picture list, add my WhatsApp, or add my WeChat. Or you can find more introduction about our factory by Facebook or YouTube for more videos. I will also send you our catalog or profile of our factory once you send me WhatsApp, WeChat, or email. I'm an export sales manager. I'm a baker. Provide you the professional solution in text, video, or voice calling by Chinese, in English or Chinese.